Hi, everyone. I have a question for you. What are you afraid of? Every single person in the world has fears about something. Usually comes from our thoughts. There's very few situations where there's an actual bear or a mountain lion staring you in your face and you have real, raw fear. But every day we deal with things like the bill that's coming in and how we're going to pay it, or the consequences of a pandemic, or um, being afraid of the dark. There's all kinds of things. And so let's tap today on fear. First, measure the level of your fear on a scale of 0 to 10. Just guess if you don't know. And then where do you feel that in your body? Do you feel it in your throat? Does your throat tense up? Do your shoulders tense up? Does your head start pounding? Do you get sick to your stomach? Are you anxious in your chest? Just notice where that is in your body because it's really important on a scale of 0 to 10. And think of something that you're really afraid of. And taking full responsibility for your own self. Let's start tapping. Even though I have this fear, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this fear, I'm so afraid. I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this fear, what if, fill in the blank, something happens? I deeply and completely accept myself. I have this fear. This fear in my chest, wherever it is, I have this fear. I'm so afraid. I'm scaring myself to death thinking about it. I have this fear. Maybe it's an irrational fear. I have this fear. Seems perfectly rational to me. And take a deep breath. Just tune in to that place where you felt the fear. And is it still a high number if it was a high number? Is it still a 7 or 8 or a 6? What is that number now? And then we just go again. Even though I have this fear, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I'm so afraid of, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this fear, rational or irrational, and I feel it in I deeply and completely accept myself. This fear, these fearful thoughts, these fearful feelings, I feel it in these fearful feelings. They're not good for me. They get all kinds of body chemicals flowing. And then my body thinks I'm not safe. These are rational fears. Or these rational fears. I feel it in I'm so afraid. I want to let these fears go. I don't want to be afraid. I want to feel peaceful and calm. This fear in right here on the back of your hand, I really want to let that go. Letting go of this fear. Letting it go completely. Letting go of these stressful, fearful thoughts. Letting go of these stressful, fearful thoughts. Releasing this fear. Releasing it completely. I want to feel peace. I want to feel calm. Letting go of this fear. Letting go of this fear. And take a deep breath. If you have some level of fear about that thing when you think about it, if it's above a 3, just rewind and go through it a few more times. It might take a couple days. Usually over time, it'll get less and less. Some things take repetition, so don't be afraid to repeat. If you're not familiar with the EFT process that I just put you through, I'll have a link below where you can get some free information. And over time, I'll be adding more and more instructions so you can learn how to do it and apply it for yourself. Hope you're feeling less fear. See you next time.